LD's back here. Let's get into the iconic enders of all time.
This is a fun one.
Yeah.
So sick.
These are like game-changing events that happen.
And forgive us again. We will leave out some stuff that probably should be on the list.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because there's just so many great parts that end with gnarly tricks.
And again, we're going to turn to the chat. I'm sure they'll have some too. And speaking of chat, Kula just donated $69. He says, "Can we get on to the happy enders?"
Look at
Damn, Kula, can you start doing our clickbait titles? That was too
That was
good.
great.
What are the best happy enders of all time?
Oh my god, 1 million views right there.
Right there.
I'm gonna start hitting Kula up, man. And do our little titles.
Yo,
Yeah, I'll get back to you in 5 minutes.
It's just us smiling. It's
So
like, I have
good.
the best happy enders.
Charlie's gonna have fun with that one.
oh man.
Let's see. Does anybody want to start it off with one of their favorite?
I'll start it off because I know people have forgotten about it.
Go ahead.
Shane O'Neill. Was it Chronicles?
Levels.
Levels.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. The ledge trick?
Mm-hmm. Just let it ride out.
Yeah.
I don't even want to
You
say
didn't need to
it.
explain it.
I don't even want
Yeah.
to say
I
what
thought
it
about
is.
that too.
What? What are we talking about?
Absolutely perfect.
Switch tray, nose one figgy.
What are we talking about?
Kickflip out, yeah. Yeah,
I mean, that's pretty gnarly.
Until laying bolts like that,
Bolts.
just Captain Casual.
Yeah, that was super normal.
Dude, his board, he's in
matching
the
the shirt.
Felix
The
Arguelles.
Felix.
Oh,
Dude.
he knew what he was doing. This is when he was a free agent too. So he was just
this was when he was about to start
not
April.
start April.
Wow.
Switch tray, flip, nose
Goodness.
one
Hold on, I
figgy.
gotta get
Yeah,
this.
board matching the shirt and
Doing
hat.
that
Like, look
on
at
a ledge too, like a flat bar. Even that trick doesn't make any sense. A flat bar makes more sense for that, but a ledge.
It's got like a little down to it. You know what he's doing.
Yeah, it's the-
absolutely perfect, bro.
I always think it's funny when you do a trick like this, and that ledge is, I think, in Las Vegas. So I'm like, it's funny that he had to go to Vegas
Amazing.
to
To do
do
this
that
little
trick
ledge.
on that ledge.
Spanish Mike filmed that?
Yep.
I think I remember him talking about that.
Yep.
I would like to know how long it took him to do that. He ain't even sweating. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't look like it. He might be. It doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
You know, Shane's he's a machine. It probably didn't take him long. Once he figured it out, it probably didn't take him long.
Dude.
Dang. It's a good one, Steezus.
Yeah.
It's a good
definitely.
one.
That might be probably the techiest ledge trick I could ever think of.
All
That-
day.
That has been done.
All day.
I don't know any other tricks that have that. I mean, what could you fake? You big flip out or something? Like, you know,
He probably's done that. Hasn't he done that now?
probably, dude.
Probably.
He made this Instagram post of skating that bench, the green bench in his park, and he just in the middle of it just switch favorite nose blind. I'm like, yo, that is probably the hardest trick ever to do.
He could have just put that.
That's it. Switch straight from nose blind, a ledge.
Right.
Come on, dude.
Remember when he was doing, was it tray flip nose grinds on his mini ramp and like balanced,
my
holding, and
gosh.
popping them back
Yeah.
in and stuff?
Yeah.
Did he do a switch too?
I think he did his switch.
He
yeah.
did do a
did.
switch.
Yeah.
Dang.
Well, it's funny. There's people like P-Rod, him. They're Koston. They're always gonna have some like last trick that's like game changing.
Totally.
You know what I mean? Koston. I like to bring up Koston.
Well, let's go down in a little chronological order here,
okay.
because also, you know, with Koston,
Yeah.
with his name being brought up, we got the this is oh my gosh, I'm getting ahead of myself here.
So
Go ahead.
I chose this because of the time. Okay, now Erik in 1992, borderline 93. No, this is 91, 92. Dude, he did this down the Embarco like 7. Like, this is
Right.
crazy.
Just different.
Different, you know.
Yeah.
So I chose this based on just the time. You know, obviously
Yeah.
it's not the end all be all for like an ender.
No, but
What's going on
but
nowadays?
No, but I mean,
Game changers.
Game
This is
changers.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Falling down, 1991. I mean, nobody was switch tray flipping down a set of stairs, no less a Embarcadero, iconics. Like, it's crazy.
No,
That was like one of the biggest spots you could skate back then, kind of
Straight
right?
up.
Because they
And-
weren't getting that gnarly back then.
no one ever did that prior to Erik doing that. Period. So it was a big game changer for me to see this go down at that time.
So crazy.
I'm sure for a lot of other people as well.
It was funny how he did it too. It like left his feet completely, but he did it perfect.
Totally.
You know, like kind of just floated.
That's
Like-
not how he would do it traditionally these days. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even like in his heyday, he wouldn't do it like
Well,
that. But
Yeah.
regardless.
People nowadays would like pop it and catch it
Oh,
real
yeah.
quick
Yes.
and then bring it down.
Totally.
This is like harder.
Yeah,
to
that
do
is
it,
way
like-
harder, dude.
Dude, that thing flinged perfectly.
Totally. It was a fling, a switch 360 fling, and he landed it.
Just
and it
perfect.
worked.
It's like Geronimo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Land
It's
right
like
away.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So like a lot of Erik Koston's enders came from like a video where you're like, that video came out and everybody was like, did you see the video, dude? He switched trade down the MB7
Yeah.
and then like, when the chocolate tour video came out.
Well, you want to go chronological, you said?
Oh, do you want to go? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry. We
Yeah.
got, yeah,
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
Definitely not. Yeah, right.
We got, oh wait, which one was it?
Mouse.
Oh, I'm sorry. You got the mouse in here too.
Yeah.
Was he put that?
I put the mouse
Yeah,
in
there
there.
you go.
the
That's-
right one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Here it
Ellie
is,
would
here
have
it
put
is, here
that
it is,
hadn't
here
it been
is.
put.
But still, it's like, damn. These are numbered all weird. Sorry. Yes.
Dude, this shit was psycho.
It was like, I remember seeing this. And
that one right there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the ender, right? Like,
Yeah.
dude.
I just love like in this era, especially guys' part. This they ended on ledge tricks.
Yeah.
But like this is even right after this, no one was really doing these tricks after that. Like it was.
Switch flipped front crook.
Yeah. Like,
Popped it out.
yeah. And like I just remember learning Switch. Like
That
what's-
one, dude.
I learned what Switch was like right at this time, basically. And I was like, whoa. This dude doing switch flip back nose grind. I'm like trying to kick flip and like you're just relating to what he's doing.
Yeah.
And you're like this, and he's doing it so good. I wanted to dress like this dude.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, switch flip from crook. And I was always hyped on York being like all hyped after. Like,
Yeah.
But this kind of was like you're like, whoa.
That was a day.
This was a 3 trick
Yeah.
where you're like,
Yeah.
whoa, dude. Like he just closed out this video with 3 curb tricks that
Yeah.
are like NBDs that are
Yeah.
just
Straight up.
mind blowing for that
Mind
time.
blowing.
You know what's actually I didn't
Was
realize
on it.
that till right now is that this is all looks like the same day.
It's
Yeah.
for sure the
Yeah.
same day.
1000%.
Let's get the same sweat in his shirt. Yeah.
He
Long
was
Beach
on
legends,
fire.
bro.
Right here, he was on fire. Like, real talk. Towards the end of this video, it was just like anything and everything that he was going out to do, he was accomplishing.
Yeah. Oh, you were. It's crazy. I always trip that you're around for all this stuff, man.
I didn't go to a lot of these sessions, but I'm just saying, like, just seeing the footage and like how it was all coming together. I'm like, dude, he's on a mission. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Erik is that guy right now,
For sure.
along with Guy, obviously.
It still trips me out too. To this day, he doesn't have last part in that video because like that's how crazy Guy's part was.
Yeah.
But this part is insane.
Right.
But you're like, I remember watching his part end. I was like, wait, there's who's next?
Yeah.
And
That
then like,
video was the video
yeah,
of all time.
I agree with you on that one. Then you got this, the Only Hill No
Ollie
Slide,
heel flip nose slide down the Arco rails in downtown LA.
With the 4-star
and
sticker,
this-
that's
this-
like the whole shit.
And this was in Chocolate Tour, and like this was nuts when this
Yeah.
came out.
But we actually kind of talk about this clip a lot, but like not all the time. But we always mention like this was the one trick that spread
It's iconic.
that spread through the industry. Like the next day, I heard it in Orange County.
Yep.
Like Erik Koston, Nollie Heap No Slide, the Arco rail. I was like, what? How? I couldn't believe it. I actually did not believe it at first until I saw it.
That was pushing it right there, pushing the limits on
dude,
what you can do with the skateboard. You know what I mean? Like Nollie Hill No Slide at that time was
On a
definitely-
handrail.
On a handrail was not.
A handrail of that size as well.
Yeah.
What is that? 9 stair? What is that?
It's an 8 stair.
8 stair?
Yeah.
Regardless, amazing.
I mean, yeah, he's technically the first one to put it out in the video. Changed the game. I mean, I learned that trick because of this. I was
Yep.
like, that's what you got to do. That's the best trick. Like, I want to learn that, but it took me a long time. And he's got the ill fit on too. He's got the 4-star denim on right there. Costing ones.
I was with him this entire last week.
Oh wow,
Yeah, we were kicking it.
that's
I
tight.
haven't kicked it with that dude in a minute.
Then this, like, ay,
Tray flip nose one.
Tray flip nose blunt.
talk about last minute.
Bro.
Was it, yeah, he really did go the night before the premiere, right? And did this.
And another iconic, like just what? Guy
Did you
Costin's
remember
always
we were
coming through.
there at this fucking
That's
thing?
crazy.
It was crazy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like when these tricks come up and you're in a theater and it's like they just won the Super Bowl. Like the crowd explodes.
Tripping.
Like, what did I just see? That was insane. He tray flipped nose blunt slit a rail.
I don't know what it was about this one because it was just like the slow motion. You're like, wait, like what is happening? It's like douche, 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 and he's like going in a nose blunt. You're like, what is happening?
But again, like all these parts, he's setting the standard.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about these. Like these are the tricks. This is the hardest trick ever done right now.
Yeah.
And it's funny to think about earlier. Switch tray flip nose blunt kick flip out. That's how long.
Right.
It's crazy to see. Like he was like the first one.
He was
really,
the first one.
Maybe not to do the trick, but to do it on like an actual handrail. Like,
Yeah, he was.
Phew. Yeah, Koston's always been pushing it
Always.
forward, man.
Always.
Like just changing the game as he goes. You know.
And like even looking back to, I don't think we pulled it, but the back nose blunt at
Hubba.
that wasn't his last trick, but that could be the last trick.
Hell yeah, almost should have been.
No, at Bricktown.
Oh yeah. That was
Like
a
just
good
the
one.
way he did it, and like that, no one was doing back nose blunts back then.
Yeah,
butter.
all on it, like super. Like
he was blunted.
there you go.
Well, if we don't, I mean, another back nose blunt. I mean, Greco from the Baker 2G.
Yo, this
Not only that's a back lip and the back blunt.
yes,
back nose blunt, yeah.
Back nose blunt.
But this I want to say this is the first after Black Hammer. Like when it started, that term started.
Yeah, I think that's when it kind of like sparked it.
Yeah, this is when all the hammers talk.
Yeah.
The pitch drunk started getting big
After black.
after Black Hammers, and because it was funny, like these tricks are in the part, but then they faded to black and then showed them after. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, to highlight, I'm like, dude, these were gnarly.
These are gnarly.
Yeah.
perfect.
God, I will always think of Andrew Reynolds and Jim Greco with those set of stairs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The Wilshire.
And that
It's
song,
embedded.
Gloria
Oh
song.
yeah. G-L-O-R-I-A. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Damn, that was pretty. You might get copyright. You gotta chill.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Careful.
G-L-O-R-I-A.
Sound like dubs, dude.
Sound
Yeah.
good, right?
No, it's iconic. When that came out, I was. Skateboarding changed at that moment. Not necessarily for that trick, but that video.
Yeah,
Like,
There you go. There you go. Whew, Greco doing it, man.
dude.
Anybody else? What do we got? Oh, should we show? Hey, listen. What about this one? Jerry Sue, Bad to Suck, Nollie back heel.
I mean,
I love the way he rolled away from that.
Whew.
But that story that Kyle Camarillo told about filming that was like it was-
Last day, last
Yeah.
second, last everything.
and just how they filmed it and it panned down to the thing.
He almost
I mean,
forgot to pan down.
Yeah.
because
He
he
was
was
so
just so
stoked.
hyped. Yeah,
They made the sign just for that. Imagine what the video would have been like. Video would have been a little different if it didn't land that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's probably the most iconic clip from that video. And that's, I mean,
Did they have another
Imagine-
clip that they were going to end on just in case?
I'm trying to
I don't
remember.
remember.
I
The
forget.
last.
I don't remember.
I'm trying to remember what the trick was before this. I'm spacing.
I remember seeing the tries and it like he was out.
Dude.
He was not doing that
Yeah.
shit.
Nah, and then he just did it.
And then he did it.
God, just look at this, dude.
That stair's huge, dude.
He held on for dear life too when he landed that shit, bro.
Yeah. Straight up.
Imagine the relief after that, dude.
Dude,
It- to
just
me-
hang on right there. Ugh.
To me, also like this ain't. It's like the perfect nollie back heel.
Oh
way-
yeah,
the way it
yeah.
rotates.
The way that
Perfect.
it rotates, the
Yeah.
way, just the
That back foot right there.
back foot, the kick out, the
No.
plane of the board, and the-
Perfect.
oh my god, it was
Trajectory, everything was
perfect.
so perfect.
Dude, Jerry Sue.
Jerry Sue, man.
This dude,
That part is incredible.
he's
Yeah.
like,
Big shout out.
He's the best.
We should have talked. We should have mentioned him on the greatest parts of all
True,
time.
true.
Yeah.
We name 10, we leave 10 off.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
what can we do? You know.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let's do another one. Oh, this was a good one. Steezus, I picked the same one. Mike Mo.
Ooh, our
Yes,
boy.
sir.
Pretty
Hell
sweet.
yeah, Mo.
My boy.
No doubt.
First time ever seeing this. Nine back heel switch front.
I
grip.
mean,
Yeah.
come on,
In a
man.
line.
I think that was technically the first. I've never seen anyone do that.
Yeah,
at
that
that
was the
point,
first
Up
time
until
for sure.
then.
I love when things end in lines. Like a part ends in
yeah.
a line.
Yeah.
Like that's very rare. I always tripped because like the way it looks like he totally his toes like grab the edge of the
Yes,
board.
you see how they hang up
Yeah,
right there?
like he's like his toes pinch on it. I'm like, dude.
He's flipping it perfect with that shit.
Perfect.
I always
This
thought it was
was
funny
good.
how Robert Neal did the same run like years. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Like I was like, dude, that's like
Look at that.
Yeah.
that's such a hard trick. I've only seen those two dudes do that.
No, Koston does that.
He does nollie back heel switch front crook.
Oh, I'm sorry. The curl of the toe. For
yeah, he does that too. You're right.
He does it too.
You're right.
I started to do that because of Koston as well.
Oh, wow.
It's funny too because it was at the same school. Robert Neal did it at that school,
Yep.
just on different ledges.
Yeah. I think we asked him. And I don't think he
didn't know.
He didn't know.
know.
Look at that curl.
curl
of
of the toe.
I swear that's a Koston thing.
I mean, you couldn't do that with like old shoes, like the Huffs,
Yeah.
or
Oh my
like the,
God.
you know, the bigger. Hey, if you're curling those toes, you got some powerful toes. man.
Yeah.
No, but with
ain't
Mo,
curling
like
no
he be
toes.
skating his shoes
So
like
that-
for a
Yeah,
minute.
yeah,
So like
exactly.
it's already getting to the point where
Yeah.
like that's happening.
And his DC shoe was a pretty thin cup sole shoe too.
Yeah.
Like him
Yeah.
and Mikey had really thin shoes.
Could you imagine cupping your toe, curling your toe on a D3,
wrapping
on a
it.
D3?
Oh,
You can't do
You
that.
break your
You-
toe.
you
You
can't
can't
do
break your
that.
toe.
strong toes.
Even if you are, it doesn't look like you are.
Yes, yeah. It ain't gonna show that.
You got some talons, man.
Bro, you check your toes.
You can
Man.
bend that whole sole with your toes.
Been working my toes out lately. Pretty strong.
This was a good one, Dubs. Casey
Yeah.
Rigney.
Rigney. Yes.
Don't sleep. Do
I think
not
a lot
sleep.
of people forget about this trick, which was crazy on the courthouse stage. Nollie heel, nose
Straight
wheelie.
Yeah.
And this is like, I mean, I can't pinpoint the year. I mean,
Early 2000s.
I was about to say it.
Yeah.
Definitely early
It was
2000s.
probably the year 2000.
Yeah,
I think.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, shout out Casey Rigney, bro.
Dude, look
Some
up.
people just don't get their flowers, and
Right.
we gonna give it to him now, man. This shit was
He popped that shit.
gnarly.
Look
Look
how
at that.
look
So
how
far before. Look at how far before.
yeah, but look how high he popped. it.
Right.
Seriously. That,
Yeah.
Look at that extension, bro.
That shit is gnarly.
Look at that.
Man.
And then up. Look at
Look
that.
how high.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have gone more, right?
Look
Man.
how that. Oh my gosh, that was waist high.
Bro.
That's waist high.
Fucking dude.
Because I was skating a lot back then too. I was skating with you, Chris. There, obviously a lot. Like I remember that happening. And all of us that were skating
Bugging
that
out.
were like, "Whoa, that's way gnarly."
Yeah, like
than,
slow down, dude. Like, come on, bro. Like, you ain't got to do all that. You ain't got to do all that.
Like we never
My
thought something
man.
like that was like nollying into that was like, "Whoa, that's hefty."
Dude.
Like
Brad Hayes, Fakey
Yeah.
Ollie, Fakey Manny,
Yeah.
you know, Fakey Trey. Like, dude, then Casey comes along and does a nollie. We're like, dude, just
Way
relax,
ahead.
bro. Chill.
Crazy.
way ahead.
Making
Fuck
us
shit up
look.
a little bit.
And that's the spot too. It doesn't get smaller over time.
Yeah.
You know, like certain spots
Gets
like,
bigger for sure.
Yeah.
It's definitely tall.
Shout out Casey Rigney,
Big
man.
shout out.
I think when the courthouse is talked about, this trick gets not talked about, and I think
I
this
wonder
trick
why.
is up. What do you mean? we talk. We talk about tricks all the time, Raj.
Your tricks.
As yes,
As we should.
as we should. As we should.
It's the nightclub with Chris Roberts.
Mark Johnson gave me that
Yeah.
iPad, man. Come on, bro.
There's an NJ skate shop sticker on there.
You already know this had to be in here.
Heath Kirchart,
This was-
Stay Gold.
I mean, you can
On the-
forget about this shit, but
on the
don't
Mega?
sleep. Do not sleep.
That's actually like it was funny when that happened.
That's a
Like,
street skateboarder.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That was like his sign off too, right? Like he
Yeah, like, I'm
retired
out.
after
Yeah.
this.
I'm gonna see you guys later.
I mean,
Jeez,
Ain't nobody else doing this.
but even back then, if you would have told me like before, like, hey, Heath Kirchart's going to go do the Mega, I've been like, yeah, for sure, Heath Kirchart could do that. You know,
Look at
He's
it.
with a
gnarly.
broken shoulder or whatever happened to him in that moment, like he trooped through this, and I mean, you get this. It's just unbelievable, man.
Did he slam before?
Mm-hmm. And it didn't feel right, so something was wrong with it. But he just like we're here and I'm gonna finish up, and he did it.
Dude.
It's insane.
It's insane.
I actually been to that one. That's the one up Woodward and East or West. Sorry, it is. I couldn't imagine even
Bob's.
trying.
No, that's Bob.
Oh, it's Bob. Sorry,
Yeah.
never mind. I went to the other one.
The one at the Hatchapee.
Yeah.
I've seen that one too.
That one actually looks. That one looks bigger.
Yeah.
That is Bob's, right?
Any street skateboarder attempting to try to do this, and don't get me wrong, like he's definitely well versed in skating transition, so it's like
He is.
But regardless, to go attempt to do this and pull it, it's one thing to try it, but then you pull it,
Dude.
bro.
Yeah. Shout out Heath Kirchart, man.
Straight up,
Yeah.
legend.
Legend.
He one of the gnarliest. Yeah, he pushing the game right there.
Yep.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Pushing
With
it
every
forward.
video part, too.
100%.
Blown away by Heath Kirchart.
Certain people have standards, and he has a standard that's very high and hard to for. I'm not saying other skateboarders to reach that. That's not what I'm saying, but he's definitely a talented skateboarder that really pushed the threshold of like what you can actually do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He pushed himself.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Even for himself, he's just pushing that shit.
Because I always trip out seeing like the footage of him freaking out and stuff like that. Like the stuff he
Oh,
goes
yeah.
to. I'm like, you have to kind of. If you're gonna try gnarly stuff, you don't just easily try that.
Dude,
He's
you
putting
gotta
his
be
life on the line.
minuscule psychotic.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
You
so
gotta
have to
be.
put
like
yourself
that.
out there like that.
Meniscus.
Meniscus
what-
psychotic.
There was another. I put another. Heath Kirchart movie. This one.
Boy, you got Chris Cole, man.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Steezus put this on the list.
Oh yeah, I did.
I mean, how could you not, though, right?
Yeah.
It's like, phew.
Oh,
dude.
the splits I would have done after completely done.
All these things done.
But like, what did you try? Like 63 times or something? 60.
He broke something. Yeah, he broke it down. It was something up there like that.
Did he have the roll in?
I'm sure he did.
I'm
I don't
sure he did.
remember.
Okay.
I don't think he was pushing to this.
I mean,
To
if you
Try it that many times.
Yeah,
it
push it to that,
You
no, no,
might
no.
need a.
you need some help.
Yeah.
It ain't
Was
no
the
Danny
rolling
Gonzalez.
around during this time though?
I think so.
I mean, he's
New
coming
blood?
Yeah.
straight from it, like
Yeah, that's true.
you know, because
Yeah.
all I could think of is Danny Gonzalez, and he's coming up the
Curved
street.
around from the street.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that, kickflip melon?
Kickflip
Yeah.
melon burst try.
Damn, Trey Flip Wallenberg.
Anything down that, you're going. You have to be mentally prepared and physically.
Yes.
Dude,
Yeah, I can't even imagine. Today, I'll be like scared. You ever when you were like had to try a trick and you were kind of tripping, like you get all nervous.
Yeah.
You're like,
For
you
sure.
call the photographer, the homie, the filmer. You're like, all right, dude, I got to do this. Like, there's no backing out now.
Nah, you set yourself up.
Yeah.
Dude, shout out Chris Cole, man.
Big shout out.
Also, I had got to put Antwuan, man.
Ooh, yeah.
Denali
that
heel down
is
Carlsbad.
psycho.
I mean,
Doing it like
how
he just
does
did it down a curb.
Yeah. Just
Crazy.
how he does it, dude.
Nonchalant.
It's big, and it's like a distance.
Yeah.
Like you had to go far.
Yeah, like, I wish that gap was still around. I wonder what people will be doing on it now.
That shit was
Oh, it didn't get
big.
destroyed
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, that thing would have been definitely destroyed.
I want to say
Did you ever
that.
go there?
I did.
Yeah.
I did Nolly. I did the little one. Yeah, but I just wasn't the gap guy. I'll leave that to
No, that
to
gap
those.
was, what was it, 11 stair next to it?
Yep.
That, and then the ledge kind of stuck out a little more, so it was like 11 stair but bigger.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
I just love Antwuan. It's like he did it down a curb. It's like he just went off a curb. No problem.
You know what? Another
Ollie heel.
iconic last trick. I don't think it might not be on the list, but Erik Ellington there. So get fucked up tonight. Like,
See?
That's
you
the-
see what happens when you land a trick?
Yeah, that's the fucked up tonight. Heard around the world.
This is one. That's on my list.
Look at that. Yeah.
Baker,
Just-
Baker 3.
Bruh.
Back big spin.
That feeling, you already know.
and I feel like at that point, big spins down gaps were just starting to happen. Like, they weren't that normal.
No.
The only person I really saw doing it kind of was Brian Gallant, but like, he was still really young at that point. But no,
That little walkout.
Okay, kind of crazy.
He was psyched.
I still quote that all the time.
Yeah.
Fucked up tonight. But he had
You still quote that all the time?
I still quote it.
Amazing.
Yeah. Well, it's just like you do something like you're stoked on, and you
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
you
Just use that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you just
I love it.
so hyped.
Oh yeah, this was me. So this was an affirmative action pick because my other two that I wanted were already just selected. So I had to have somebody black on my list. So I wanted to give Gailea Momolu his flowers. He used to always nollie back heel in the rails.
Dude, sick.
Back heel, yeah.
Because I wanted to do either Antwuan Carlsbad or Brandon Turner switch hard flip Carlsbad, and both of those were taken. So
Make up for that.
I always say this. He was kind of ahead of his time. Like
He was for sure.
Like no one was doing any. This was like some Koston style type stuff. You know, like way ahead of everyone.
yeah, he was always doing like nollie heel back lip, nollie heel back tail, like down rails and stuff. It was crazy.
Was this like 99, 2000 as well?
Somewhere around there. Yeah, this was this was the nollie heel back tail.
Yeah.
This was the one.
Gnarly before anybody.
Nollie heel back tail.
Little Arizona hubba.
Yeah. That was the digital video, I believe.
Yeah.
Get tricks or die
Get
trying.
Tricks or Die Trying, yeah.
Yep.
And then the other was Batallion.
Batallion, right? Darkstar. Yeah, that hubba got people got down on that hubba.
Yeah.
For sure.
That hubba was around for a while, man.
days.
I don't know if it's still. People
don't
still skate
know.
that thing.
It's at the skate park.
Yeah.
And then like there's this. It's weird. Like it's the skate park. And then
There's a skate park there now.
That's always been. There's been a skate park there.
Oh, okay. I'm sure.
It's like not on right there, but if you just go right, it's just right there.
Huh.
And then there's a spot. There's a other spot down the road right there on
The wedge.
Yeah.
The wedge,
Yes.
right? Schneider.
Schneider.
Also
Schneiderman.
very ahead of his time.
Definitely
Schneiderman.
gnarly ass
Do
skateboard.
whatever a Schneider can. Crook the ledge.
There's something there that you probably talked to. Did you say it to him a lot back in the day?
I don't remember. I think we used to. I think Robbie McKinley was Schneiderman. Does whatever a Schneider can. Crooks the ledge. Anytime. Yeah, shout out to Gailea Momolu, man.
Yeah.
Man.
Dang. Let's go back to one of Geron's, which is great. Sorry, it's a weird numbering here.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
Keenan Milton switch flip mouse.
just the time, he switch flip over table definitely was not being done at that time, and that was a gnarly trick for the moment, man.
Yes,
It still is.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
It's probably the most iconic switch flip of all time. It's the most
No
talked
doubt.
about.
Look at how high he is.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that back foot.
Look at
caught.
that.
Man.
Dude.
You can't even see his wheels are so small.
It's I know. Look at how small they were.
I mean, they're there, but you know what I mean. They're like
They're
they're 44s
Fucking
or
small.
something.
They're small. No doubt.
The turnaround too.
Just everything, man.
Yeah.
Wipes the sweat off his
Iconic.
brow.
Wasn't it like Dill was there? You can see Dill in the background real quick. That's him.
That's him.
You know, we talked about
We
it.
talked about the shoes he was wearing. I think Dill settled that or something, right? Wasn't it?
Oh, that's right. He said he was skating in the Jason Lee Airwalks.
There we go. Wow.
And I always thought it was the KCKs,
KCK.
but I was like, oh shit, okay, I didn't even realize that.
Dang.
That's what I thought too. I thought they were the KCKs.
Yeah, it's what he was saying. I was like, oh, well, hey, you were there, dude.
No doubt. Yeah.
I'm not gonna like question you, like, oh shit, I didn't know.
You're
that.
wrong.
Yeah, I
You
think
are
this is-
wrong, man.
Dill did the switchback nose grind on the table the same day. I can tell by the outfit he's wearing. Mm-hmm. But
To
what a session!
Keenan.
Yeah,
Yeah, I miss him, man. Woo.
B Turner.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Switch hard flip.
Dude.
That was gnarly.
I mean, the way he did that,
Oh, good.
That was gnarly.
it's funny. Like the spots we're seeing in these videos, they're like iconic spots too, right?
Yeah.
So that's like you would go do these tricks. I mean, that's the goal. You do the tricks at iconic spots.
Yeah.
Sometimes it works out like that too. He was just like, oh shit. Like he was like thrown off a bit and then he just did it perfectly.
Yeah, that helps you zone out. and
Yeah,
not think
you
about
black
it.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of better right there, yeah.
Yep.
When that happens to me, I'm like, oh, I'm doing it right here. Like
Right.
I'm like, oh my god, no, I'm that means something.
Yeah.
That
Especially
weird-
if you continued, like, because you can also stop yourself, like, oh, they don't feel right, whatever.
Yeah.
But then just to keep going, and then you're like,
Yeah.
you still lock in and
Yeah.
you get it. Oh my goodness,
Dang.
that makes this clip even more special.
for sure.
The roll up like that.
100%.
Yep.
This one too. You got to shout out Reynolds. in Stay Gold.
That-
Kick flip.
Have you seen that thing?
Yeah, it's like that's
Wow.
definitely bigger than El Toro.
It's
like,
a building.
yeah, it's
that's-
You're on the top of a building.
A couple stories.
I mean,
right
not to mention
Chris Jocelyn.
Chris Johnson tray flip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this time, like, and that sucks too. 'Cause you can tell how big the gap is. You can tell.
Yeah.
Like, it's big. But you really can't tell how big it actually is until you go there.
Oh,
Right?
you gotta go
You're
there.
like, whoa.
I stood at the top of that thing being like, there is no way. There's no way.
It's insane.
There's no way. I'm like, wow.
Absolutely insane.
Because it's obviously really tall, but it's so long. Like, look at the stairs in the back. Like, you can kind of relate it, I guess, on that. Look,
It's like the biggest double set.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's like, what is like a 9 flat 8 9? What?
Something.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's
1,
20
2.
stairs. You might as well say.
Yeah, this was it's like 25 stairs.
Spot on, LD. But yeah, this is it's great. Dang. Reynolds always had great kick flips.
Oh, dang.
Still does,
Yeah,
dude.
it's
Yeah.
still
You know what I
does.
mean,
Look at
dude.
that.
Wow.
You know, it's,
He's on a skateboard jumping down some big ass shit right here.
Man.
Come on.
it was funny. P-Rod in our green room, we did video reviews, and he talked about how he prepares for a trick, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll practice a trick all weekdays at a skate park, and on the certain spot, like a certain thing to practice on, I'll go to the spot and do it." And Reynolds reposted that on his last Instagram. He wants like whatever, and I was like, "That's how like he probably practiced kickflips like a maniac, and then went to that spot just to do it." You know what I mean? Like that's like a planned out thing.
I mean, now this is just, I can't even explain this.
This was stupid because
Yeah.
he was backwards before he even popped.
Yes.
Yeah.
Switchback tree.
Yeah, look at his
He's not
his
even-
head. Look at his head.
He's literally looking
Yeah.
completely the opposite way as he's popping over this thing.
oh,
Look at-
my
look at this.
Goodness, dude.
It's like that Marc Johnson where he like keeps spinning around when he lands.
There that is, right?
Wow.
You know?
He's like, "All right, about to lose sight right now."
Yeah. Then you just go off pure like this is gonna work.
Body movement.
Yeah.
I mean, this was ridiculous, bro.
Oh my god.
That would have been
How
terrible.
are you even not?
It's truly
How are you
amazing.
skating a bench? But I'm looking this way before I'm not even. I've lost sight of everything.
Well, even if he was skating the other way, it wouldn't make any sense either. Like,
Look at that. His body is turning way before. It's so amazing, bro.
It's incredible.
imagine the tries, like first trying that. You're like, all right, because you have to obviously, you have to get over the table, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to pop your board up. Like,
Talk about a no-look pass or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Man.
Wow.
Shout out Carlos, man. Wow, dude.
Truly. Next level shit, man.
Oh my gosh.
that was psycho.
Tyshawn.
I mean,
I
this
mean-
definitely had to be in there.
you know what I tripped on this? Was that I wonder if it was easier if it was going front side or back side. You know what I mean? Like the angle he had?
Right.
I was always like, would it?
I'd want to go that way. The one
Would
he's,
you?
Yeah,
I don't. I feel like I would
100%.
want to go backside for some reason.
I feel you.
I would too.
I feel like that. I don't know why, but maybe it's just the place is like this is the only way you can do it,
Yeah.
right?
It
I don't
had
know.
to have been,
Either
yeah.
way, I think that's harder.
It is.
That's what I'm saying. Like that is more to me. It's like
yeah, I do
You
see
say
what
it
you're
coming from the opposite
You're
direction?
saying, like,
No,
if it
no,
was
no,
the-
no. Going
like carving into it backside.
instead of going this
right,
way,
right.
he's going this way.
right, right,
It would
right.
almost be like a frontside flip. Oh, for him, it's a frontside flip, no?
Well, no, that would be a good thing for a backside.
Yeah,
flip,
and that's what
right?
set him
That's
up for what he did.
Yeah,
Right.
Because like that angle just looks harsh. Like to
Yeah.
easily power like skid out. That was insane, dude.
I mean,
Wow.
yeah. I almost think it was harder to do this than backside flip. I don't know why.
I kind
kinda
of agree
do
with
too.
you.
You know what I mean? Just because the backside flip is setting you up based on the angle. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
But I'm not taking that away from it. Like both the tricks are bananas. Let's just keep it 100.
It's more like fling factor with the backside
Yes.
flip.
Yeah,
For sure. For
On that,
sure.
from that angle too, right?
sure.
Yeah. I think obviously riding away from it would be the hardest
A whole
part.
different thing.
That's harder than the kickflip.
For
You're
sure.
going fakey when you land, obviously.
Yes. But you know what I'm saying? You get that momentum to set you up for that.
Some certain tricks are easier to push out.
Totally.
You know,
Yeah.
just to clear something. Maybe not land it, but just to clear it.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, it was a good one.
Great
Kickflip.
one.
And that's new shit. So let's get
There
it.
you go.
I mean,
There you
that's
go.
definitely iconic right there.
And no one else has done that. No one else has.
First one to ever do it.
Exactly.
And the only.
Yep. I'm sure somebody else will be, I'm going to go try it. Like, okay.
Isn't that kind of
whatever.
funny, right? Like,
Yeah.
what's someone going to do? Go there and frontside flip it? You're like, just stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, really, you could just leave it at this, and we just, bury that.
You know
Unless it was
people
him.
are though.
Oh, yeah,
They're gonna
yeah.
be like, you know,
Local legend Ryan Pearce, nollie backside flip,
dude, that
UMKC
was
double set.
gnarly.
As they're
super
literally
gnarly.
getting like cops rolled up and like on the megaphone last try.
Did he get a ticket,
Ran
or
it
they
up.
were like,
I
good
think
shit?
everybody got a ticket that day.
Ah, man, dirty ass cops.
I remember I went there once. That thing's big.
That thing's not small at
Yeah.
all.
It's not.
What did Malto do down there?
Hard
So
flip?
much shit. He hard flipped it.
Nollie
Did they
flip
switch
it.
backside flip or something? Or am I tripping? Someone maybe.
I don't remember. He crushed that thing. Josh Harmony actually had a Thrasher cover doing a kickflip on that he never landed.
No way.
That's how like
That's
big,
how-
not
yeah.
like big, but like that's how
I think
That's
maybe
wild.
Malta tray flipped it. Maybe.
he for sure trade flipped it. Yeah,
Maybe
when he was a
maybe
little tight.
Corey might have did something.
Corey, I think Corey did.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
Corey
That's what I was
switched
thinking.
back.
I think
Yeah,
you're right.
that's what I was
I think
thinking.
it's Corey
Yeah.
Kennedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Corey did something.
Yeah, that's a good one. Nollie backside flip.
Yeah, just like last try carving around the cops as you're getting kicked out. Like it's just that's just mwah.
This is in what video was this in?
This was 14 or red and yellow. Well, no,
14 deep.
14
14
deep. 14 deep. Yeah.
It was this like a homie video. Or
It's Escapist video.
Escapist
Skate
video.
shop.
That's right.
Mhm.
Hey, go skate shop day.
Hey, let me tell you this. Like, Escapist always had dope videos,
Totally.
man. They always killed it with their videos.
Yep. Hometown. And the Chiefs parade was today.
Hey.
Got a rep for the town.
Let's
No.
go.
Hard.
I love when people just jump over a bush and disappear. It's one of my favorite things.
Trying to hide from the cops.
Yeah.
Is it too late?
This one.
Heath Kirchart, sight unseen, tail slide.
This part might be the most dramatic part of all time.
Right.
You watch it, you're
That's
like,
slow mos.
you're like, what about this? Is like a different vibe.
I like
sure.
listen. I have this song on my iPod. Still listen on my iPod. I have this song. Still, I listen to this shit.
I mean, he was one of the first dudes that hit that rail, right?
He was the
For
first,
Yeah,
sure.
there you
Yeah.
go,
but like, yeah, to pop out the forward on that.
dude.
Gnarly.
Yeah, I thought that was something that stood out at that time
Yeah.
period.
Totally.
Like that whole part changed the game. People were like,
Especially
He-
on that big shit, no doubt.
him skating UCI. It's weird. Like, yeah, I don't know. Heath Kirchart, man.
And that's something too when you see a spot for the first time being skated and like something like this, you know, and you're like, dude, what the hell is
Like he
this
popped out.
rail? And he
Oh,
popped out early and like what? But then becomes like a regular rail that you start
Yeah,
seeing
you
around,
see
you know. But you're
everybody,
like,
yeah.
when you first see something like that, you're like, Heath Kirchart, what are you doing, my man?
I saw it like,
Look at that thing.
Um,
Sketchy.
Super sketchy.
yeah, people. I mean, knives. They kill that rail now.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I wonder.
right?
It's crazy, right? Like it's like it. I feel like there's got to be. It's peaked now. You know, it's like kink, 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 or like how you gonna? I don't know. This was crazy.
Oh yeah. I mean, I. What do you mean kinked? Like it was.
I'm just saying, like rail skating. Like back then, this was crazy.
Yes.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
when at the time there's like, but now it's like more kinks. Like there's
Oh.
no like, oh my god, this is like the newest craziest thing.
Well, usually people. It's like people do one kink or the gnarly kinks. It's like there's only one person that skates it. You know what I
Right,
mean?
exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, and this is like something that like not a lot of people have done tricks on it.
What did Jamie Foy do? He did some shit on this too, just recently.
Front crook? No.
No.
He's
I can't
can't
wanna say
remember
back
at the
over
moment.
crook.
That's
I
what
could-
I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't remember this kid's name. He's an awesome kid. He was in the Godspeed video. He nollie back Smith that rail, I believe.
Nollie back Smith.
pretty
This
dumb.
rail.
Nollie back Smith.
Pretty dumb.
I was like, dude.
Sketchy.
Yeah, I don't know. Cool part. Legendary.
Yeah, I think anything done on this rail is pretty. You accomplish
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
For sure.
What was the first time I think people saw like people popping out over
stairs. Yeah.
and it's like I think what is it, like a 17 or something.
Damn.
I mean, let's face it. Like most of Heath Kirchart's tricks could have been his last trick, or it would have been anybody's last trick.
Totally.
For that matter.
Go watch if you haven't seen this part. If you're listening to this, go watch this sight and scene part, and with the sound on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, bug out.
You're gonna get a vibe from it, and you're gonna be like,
you'll definitely get a vibe.
yeah.
I had to put MJ in there, man. MJ with his
That was
laser.
gnarly.
First of all, the Van Owen bump is not easy, and to let alone do that, like I was there. I'm pretty sure I was there that day. I bugged out when he did that. I was like,
I'm sure,
and he
dude.
did it fairly fast.
Well, I remember in this part he does 2 laser flips, and this being the last one, last trick. Dude, no one was doing laser flips.
No.
He would kind of set it off, to be honest. I mean, Mike Hayes, shout out to Mike Hayes, who first started doing it, but like no one was doing it on spots for years.
And in the MJ style.
And making it look good.
Bro.
Making it look good. There's certain tricks that you don't want to see some people doing it because it just don't look good.
Totally.
That's why it looked like
he made it
hard.
acceptable.
He made
Real talk.
like after seeing this, I wanted to go learn lasers.
He did it like a varial hill or shove a hill.
Yeah.
But like kept going.
I trip out when you watch Tyshawn Jordan do it. It's like he does a tray flip, but laser flip.
Yep.
Catches
And then
it
catches
all
it with the
buttery.
one
No
thing.
doubt.
Yep.
Does it perfect.
Yeah, he does it.
Yeah, he's one that has a special one. That's for sure.
Yeah. Tori's got a good one too.
Tori's got a great one as well.
Yeah.
There's only a selected few. There's a short list that
Mm.
people got these like locked like that.
I'm trying to think of anyone else. Like I see, like switch. Dude, you guys seen the Shah do switch ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
he
the
just whips
easy-
it. So
It's the
literally
easiest,
looks like
easiest stuff.
On the ground.
yeah.
Just it's like he could get on it first try, literally
Yeah.
wake up and just do a switch laser. I'm not kidding. It looks that insane.
He does it before he brushes his teeth in the morning. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to do this one. PJ Life's Wonderful Horrible. PJ Ladd's Wonderful Horrible Life. This is the line.
Amazing.
Yeah. We talked about this a little while ago, like best video parts, but like again, like Mike Mo's run, like when you ending on lines, the arm,
Dude,
That push,
to the
like that
black,
last- yeah,
so
that was great.
Good.
That was great.
the music, it was like epic ass music going into this, and then that flip trick, I don't even know what to call it, the fakey caballerial big flip.
Dude, it was all about his arm. It was
Yeah,
all about
arm
the
was
last
the ender.
arm and it cut into black right there.
Yeah,
That
the
was
little
his
tic
last-
tac right before he did that.
Oh,
But
dude.
when this video came out, I remember like
insane.
talking to homies, like even I think I was talking to Joey Surreal, right? And he's like, what was that trick? I've never seen that flat ground trick before in my life.
Oh, Caballero Big Spin.
Yeah, like I don't think anyone had done that.
No. Let alone in a line.
Yeah,
Pimped it
and
out.
do that. Half Kim knows 270 heel.
Yeah, and on a ledge that you like can't even really get all the way
You
up
can't
on
go,
top.
and you can go around.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
ledge.
you got to
Yeah.
pop out, right? Like
You can't do that.
Just that last 2 seconds before he actually they just cut it with his arm and like that right there was just amazing.
Yeah.
Just watch the last 2 seconds. It's
That's
just
it.
almost
That's what I'm
before
saying.
right here.
this tray flip, dude, perfectly
No,
over the
here,
manhole.
right here. Just that. This little tic tac and then one push.
Yeah.
Like what?
Beautiful.
But yeah, like the trick that he does, you have to go this out.
Yeah.
It's not like forward like you would do on a normal like where there's a stop or an end to a ledge. He
To
has
avoid
go
that.
out. That's just crazy.
Yeah. Amazing.
And I always love just like how people start off run, kind of like we're talking about Gifted Hater. Like you 180 up the curb.
Yep.
It looks all but you make the curb like you fake yogs up the curb. Like
Well, that's what I like. It was
Yeah.
like you can do a trick and make it just a single, but you just add something creative like a 180 up a curb, and then now it's this like nice looking line.
Totally. I'm stoked that they showed him fakey ollie up the curb.
Yeah, yeah, me too.
Versus just starting like,
Yeah.
all right, we're gonna start now. Like, no, dude, that was dope.
because it's like more like you're skating the environment. Like you're skating the whole environment, not just like hey the sidewalk right here. Like even earlier in the part when he tail slides the car. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
He tail slides the bumper
Right.
onto the
Tail slide
ledge.
fakey up
Yeah.
to
I
the-
was like, what, dude? Like this guy's really skating the
Like
environment.
skateboarding.
Yeah.
Dude, this frame. Oh, I can't get it.
With the,
I
with
feel
the
like they
arm pushing.
use this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it has to be used for something.
Yeah.
It's so good, dude.
It's a simple thing sometimes, man.
Come on, man. Guy Mariano, pretty sweet. Switch tray.
Dude, like I love this too because he already knew that was last trick. Like when he's like getting carried away, he's like, "That's it,
Yeah.
baby."
Yeah. If you blow Koston's mind on some real shit, like, come on, man. He's seen everything. done everything.
Right.
Switch tray with nose grind.
That was gnarly.
That was gnarly. Look at his little legs when Koston's holding them. He's like,
Just flipping his
just
legs.
flipping. Look, watch him flippy, flippy.
His little legs, like a little
He's
kid.
like, hey.
Like little kids.
Little
I've been doing the
legs.
same thing, man.
Hell yeah. Switch fucking tray and then fucking
Straight
Koston's
up.
holding you like a little
Let's go
baby.
get some ice cream.
Yeah.
And I think this was like towards the end of the video too. Obviously, everyone's crunch time, and
Yeah.
man, when you come through with some shit like this,
Switch, tray, flip, nose grind.
Right.
Hey, man, you know what the best feeling in the world is? Is when you know you got your last trick.
Yeah.
When you're filming and you get your last trick, you settle down. You're like,
Yeah.
you're like, all right, okay, cool. Now I just gotta like, just whatever else you want to film. But that
Man.
last trick is the hardest thing to get.
Getting fucked up tonight.
Here it is.
Exactly.
Good, the firecracker.
tried to make it.
Shout out guy Mariano, man.
out.
Shout out.
Dude, had to put Pat Duffy, questionable video, skating in the rain. Actually, Jerron's the only person here that would. Yeah, but
What
do you mean?
This came out before
Well,
I was skating, but I
that's
still
what I'm
would
saying,
see it.
right? That's what I'm saying.
I would see it all the time.
This was gnarly.
Oh, for back then too.
For now, even, obviously.
I mean, skating anything in the rain.
Well, he
is-
set off handrails,
yeah.
Right.
and then he skated in the rain, and everyone was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
Pat, we got to get you here to talk about this.
I know. Seriously.
Dude.
I always
And
do the Primus. You always skated a Primus, right?
It's funny because like he did. Yeah. It's funny because like in my mind I remember this being his like intro, like his skating in the rain, and then the Primus song starts after this. But it was his after. It was his
It was
last
the
trick.
last
It
trick,
was like
yeah.
this like after black type thing, Which I was like, what? I didn't remember it being like that. It's so funny how your mind works.
Mm-hmm.
He did a bunch. Like there was that kinked rail in like
Uh-huh.
The
USF
fucking
or whatever.
ground.
Oh, the ground looks.
It's a huge crack.
Yeah. He like backsmith that kink the whatever that rail at San Francisco like college or whatever. I don't know. He just did. I just
You
remember
mean
watching.
the one with the kink at the end?
Yeah, it's like super
yeah.
long, kind of like backsmith through that, and like even like the what do you tail slide or 360 flip tail slide down this little hubba,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
like big flip back tail down a tiny little hubba.
it's like a little curb cut,
Yeah,
like down, some stairs.
Dude, iconic, questionable video, man. Pat Duffy, skating in the rain,
Straight up.
back lip.
and these are the tricks that are all getting people talking.
Yes,
It's
at
like-
that time.
That's what's cool, man.
This got people talking.
Oh yeah,
Alex Midler back three into the
Forget about this shit.
Sunset Car Wash
Yes,
Bank.
sir.
I mean,
Sheesh.
Oh my, that is
just how like even with like all the homies there, like that was such a dramatic
That's so, yeah.
trick
So
scene
sick.
and the whole deal. Look at that.
bro.
That was gnarly. I mean, a kickflip is gnarly too.
No doubt.
anything,
No doubt.
anything,
anything on that is pretty bonkers.
Back three into that.
Wasn't Gonz the first one to do something on that? Like, all he did it right.
He tried all into it and basically shredded his face off.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. That he was
yeah.
the first one to try it, right?
I think Cardio did it.
Yeah. Wow.
Goodness.
How fun is that?
That almost doesn't look fun. That looks terrifying.
It looks like it
Yeah.
looks like a mountain.
Yeah.
That was a scary moment for
Because
sure.
that bank
Dude.
is insane. Like even the bank going straight into the ground.
Yeah. They finally put a gate at the bottom of that thing now. Or
They
like
said-
a railing.
They said no more.
no more.
I mean, you got to think, man. Some people, that footage we may not even see. Some people probably try to go up there and get broke the hell off.
For
yeah.
sure.
It
Broke the
is,
hell
for sure.
off.
Tom broke off.
Who broke their leg there? Someone.
Milton Martinez.
Milton. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
That-
sick.
Dude, look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this angle right here, guys. Come on.
The dude on the billboard is like,
What are you doing?
As crazy as this sounds, though, that's like an ideal trick to do down that. I mean, a kickflip just seems weird.
You have to like point
You
your
know,
nose
it
down.
just
a
seems
little
like
bit.
just how he landed it and rolled down. Like it was like
No,
it
yeah,
was
it's-
meant to do it. Not that it was meant to, but it was like,
the
wow,
same.
this is like,
It's like skating a hip,
Yeah,
almost a
yeah.
little bit, but not,
but not really, because this is just the biggest hip ever.
Didn't he say the first one he put down was the one he landed? First one he put down his wheels on the bank? Somebody was telling us that. I forget.
I think it
who.
might. Who's it?
Devontae?
Kevin, was it
Devontae
Kevin,
Jolly?
Kevin White, or no, it might have been Jolly for sure.
Psycho.
That's a good one to have under your belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Excellent.
Did he have some music playing when this was going down?
I think
There was,
Oh,
right?
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just that whole, like, it's just a very dramatic, like,
Well, it came out on Christmas Day, so it was like I remember watching that on Christmas Day, and like, hey, everyone's talking about that.
Yeah.
And again, this was awesome because this day and age, you hear about everything before it comes out.
true.
Did you hear about Alex Midler? You would probably hear like months.
Right.
Yeah.
Never heard of it till that day. When all of his homies there, all the homies kept their mouths shut.
To a degree,
To
I'm
a
sure.
degree.
To a degree. We might just not have been in the right circles.
Yeah.
That's damn true right there, Chris. Real
Might not have
talk.
been in the
Yeah.
right circles, man.
But for it to get out everywhere, I don't know. I thought that was really special.
That's a good one. I mean, it's a good little ender for our little segment here. I mean, I'm sure the chat has a
got-
lot.
One more. Dude.
Go, what do you want?
Dude, my favorite trade flip, Josh Kalis, dude. I put it on there.
Well, I'm not gonna. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna play. Just because I know you've been waiting this whole time.
Yeah, dude, Josh Kalis, man.
That is a good one, though.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. We're gonna have a great.
Come on, man. We gotta get Josh on the show too. He's not gonna want to come on anymore.
All right. Fine.
This came out. I mean,
Like, whoa.
Yeah.
like,
These are two different tray flips though.
Yep.
They are.
Yep. He filmed that one and then went back and redid it.
Didn't he redo the? Which one did Blayback shoot? This one? Or he
that
shot
one.
both.
Well,
of
he
them?
shot both of them. He did one sequence, which I have in my wall. Thanks for hooking that up, Playback. And then he shot that. I don't know if he shot that one. He must have. There's
There's a
photo.
flash right there.
Well, he didn't like the. What happened? Why did he do it twice?
Do you remember what Josh is wearing in the sequence one? Is he wearing
That one's
sweatpants?
it's the
Sweats.
first one. Yeah, it's the
The
sweats.
sweatpants.
What about the photo? Is he wearing?
I'm not sure. I can't remember where that was. Like,
Because
what that came
why
out
would
in.
he go back and do it twice
I honestly,
for a photo?
I personally have no idea. I didn't care. I was like, this is one of the because I liked it.
He didn't want a butt shot.
Dude, yeah, maybe that too. But I actually personally liked it.
I'm not mad at that at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought it was super.
I would
dope.
have loved to see that butt shot clip from that angle.
Yeah, like a
I hear
fish
you.
From
eye.
the fisheye. Yeah, no, just from the long lens front angle.
Oh,
That's probably why he went back.
Oh, maybe.
Who filmed that? G?
I'm gonna sue him or
I think G did the fisheye.
The fish? or
Wait, but did
front-
Blayblock get that long? lens?
Strobeck.
Oh,
maybe.
Strobeck,
Could have been there.
Actually, the front fisheye would have been sick too.
Well, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Like, yeah. I'm surprised. I'm wondering why they did butt shot on that one. I wonder why.
It was probably like a session going on, and
Yeah.
G just didn't move.
Yeah,
True.
I think it came out great, but it inspired me to learn 360 flips. That's,
Iconic.
Josh has got a hell of a 360 flip. That's damn true.
in my opinion, it has like kind of like the best. I don't know. You think about tray flips, his name's always there.
Totally. He's definitely top three,
Yeah.
hands down.
Yeah.
So just wanted to mention that one because I'm a big fan.
No, I know.
So
Thanks for bringing that up because I had a lot of stuff crossed off here and it got blended into my list here, so we'll cross that off
did.
there.
And this
Hit
that
'em
spot too, like the bump to cans,
Yeah.
pretty
Yes.
sick. Those things, I went there like this thing is so hard to skate. Dron, you would have loved it. You love those bumps.
You already know. You already know. I love those quick bumps.
But yeah. There you go.
That was fun.
Dope.
That was super dope.
There's probably
There's a
way
lot we
too
left
many.
off.
Yeah, that we left off.
Left off a lot. I mean, listen, leave a comment below your
come next
favorite
week.
ender.
And
Let
talk
us know.
talk with your friends on the little comment section.
Please.
Talk with you comment back.
You guys can battle on there if you want, you know?
Go ahead. Do it.
Hey,
Start a
old
little
buddy.
start a little conversation in our little comment section. You know,
Introduce yourself to your neighbor.
that's right. It's really gonna get our reach up for the video, man. Come on. Also, thumbs up. What's going on here, guys? Come on.
Please. Come on.
Hey, I need to give a shout out to Doobie for the $49.99. He said, "Gotta walk the dogs. Have a good night, y'all." Hey, thank you, Doobie.
Doobie.
Appreciate
Let's
you.
go.
Appreciate you. Also, Backsmith Fakey with the $5. Heath Kirchart kickflip back lip Bricktown in the interface video.
Ooh, Interface was a sick one.
Interface is really good.
That was a good one. Deco 39 with the $9.99. He said Heath Kirchart Minefield is a favorite part of all time. There you go.
That's another dramatic part. That's a super good part.
Dramatic guy.
Yeah.
The dramatic songs just went with his skating.
It
though.
did.
Yeah.
It was like so good, dramatic. You okay,
Works.
LD?
I'm good.
Okay.
Hey, that was
You
yeah.
look very somber right now. I'm just saying.
Yep.
After we just got done with this, I mean, let's
I'm trying to think of some other ones off the top of my head, but my mind goes blank.
It's hard to think of stuff, right? Even when we're making a list, we're like, I'm like Googling people. What did Jamie Thomas do? What did this dude do? You forget like so many. You got to refresh your memory, man. For sure.
You like
It's
think about
tough.
Mark Johnson, and you could like think about all the parts.
Arkansas's blind video.
Yeah,
That
Marc
too.
Gonzalez blind
Yeah.
video. Yeah.
there's so many, man.
Duffel. The Duffel says it's Duffel that double set. Leap of Faith.
Was that's not?
Dave Baczynski, kickflip El Toro.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
That's a big one.
It's a big one.
Mike Maldonado, Ollie and Baker 2G.
Jeremy Ray.
Oh, the water.
I was looking
thing?
for that. That
was
water tower.
was that a last trick?
No.
It wasn't.
No, that was a
It wasn't.
4-on-1.
It was 4-1
Yeah.
something.
That
It was like an opener.
wow.
I think it was in the 4-1.
Plan B Industry.
It was the Plan B industry section.
okay.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the last trick in that section.
It
should have
It was
been.
a slow mode. I remember.
How crazy is that? I mean, like, yeah, for sure. But it wasn't like that trick wasn't his last trick in a skate video.
We can
Like,
just throw that on there
that's
just for like.
crazy to me.
We thought this should have been the ender because
Yeah.
you could die doing what he just did right there.
Got to find.
Goodness.
It'll be interesting. It's the top gnarliest tricks of all time, like tricks like that, jumping
Right.
off,
Death-defying tricks.
Yeah,
Yes.
stunts. Yep.
So basically stunts. Yes.
Straight up,
Yeah. Risking it all.
risking it all. But yeah,
You know, it'd be cool if you comment too, like let us know certain topics that you think you'd like to hear us talk about. In the comments,
There you go. There you go. Peruse the comments.